Hi, today I'm going to share with you the basics of how to use Edmodo. First of all, go to www.edmodo.com and sign up. You want to click as a teacher, and you put in a username of some kind or password, your email, and your first and last name, and then sign up. Well, I've already signed up, so let's go. Then go to your login screen and then type in your username and your password. Once you've done that, you get to the main screen. Seems to want to wait a bit here. Okay, once you get to here, you'll want to create your groups, and your groups are your classes. The first thing you do on the left-hand side in the margin here, you want to click Create. Then you want to think of, okay, what classes do I have to create? So let's go with, this time let's go with AP World History. And let's say it's 5th period. Down to the grade level, 10th, and you might want to choose a range depending on the class. If you teach elementary, you definitely have a range, possibly middle school. Then you go to the subject, in this case social studies, and then the subject, which is world history, and hit create. Now once you hit create, you'll see that you get a group code. That group code is critical for your students. They'll need that to join this group, which is just this class. Close that for now. Okay, you'll see on the main page that it's already listed here. Okay, now you've created your group. You'll share it with your students later. For now though, now that you've gotten just into the system, you'll want to set your settings. So go to Accounts up here on the right and hit Settings. Alright, this is where you can change your notifications and settings. In this case, first thing you want to do is maybe have an avatar. You can choose from a file that are of your own, from your own computer. You can choose from the pre-selected avatars that are here, and then immediately it shows up. Or you can take a photo of yourself, if you have a webcam, and set it up as that. Then you'll also want to go to notifications. And this is important because this is how students contact you. So you can do either by your email address or by text message. If you do it by text message, you put in your phone number, you identify the phone provider, and then identify how you want to be alerted. Do you want alerts, notes, direct messages, replies, anytime a new group member comes on, or a group join requests? Some people will request to join. Okay, and then save that. For me, I want my email, because if you put it on text, you get a lot of messages sometimes you may not want. And save. Alright, now you can go down here, you can see change your password. You can change your email, time zones, and so on. Then it also gives you lists information about your school once you've signed up. Those are your settings. Let's go back to the home page. Now, once you get in here, you can see you can post different types of things. Here you can post a note, you can post an alert, you'll definitely want to post assignments, you can create a quiz, or you can create a poll for your students. In this case, since we just signed up, let's post a note, and let's just say welcome. Okay, and then you want to say to who. In this case, it's the AP class, put in AP, or if you back it up, you can just put the number 5, and since that's the only one that shows up, you can do it almost did it to parents there. You can also send messages to the parents who have signed, and I'll talk about that later. Click on that, and that's where it goes to. Then you hit send, and it posts on your page. And all the students will get notified if they've signed up for notifications. You also might want to, anytime you have an alert, let's say you have a test coming up on Friday, and you want to let everybody know. And you'll want to send it to the group, and hit send, and it shows up as an alert. Now alerts show up obviously with a bold print and a little bigger, because it's more important. I don't use alerts a lot, but when I definitely have something to tell them that's important, I use an alert. Now let's go to assignments. Assignments are important. There's all kinds of assignments you can do. You put in the type of assignment, the name of it, put in, you can load an assignment that's you can grab, you can search for it from your library. We'll talk about that in a minute. Or you, let's say test on Mongol invasions. Then the due date for the test, or when that test would be, and then you identify when that might be on your when it's going to happen. Or if you're going to do an assignment that's preloaded, you can say, let's make it industrial. And then give a description. And then a due date. Let's say it's, and then you want to upload a file. You can actually go to a link. You can look in your library for existing things you've already uploaded, or you can pull a file from your computer. Then once you upload that, you can put in the name of the group and post that to them. And everybody in the group, once it posts, will receive that assignment and the due date. And it'll show up on their notifications over on the right hand side. See, and then here it shows you the number of people who have turned it in once they start turning it in, the due date, and for them, instead of saying turned in, it says turn in. And you can reply to their messages. They may message you about that particular assignment, and you can tag it with a particular tag, and it's ready to go for them. All right. You can also make quizzes. You hit create a quiz, or you can load a previously created quiz. Quizzes are great. You can select from multiple choice, true, false, short answer, or fill in the blank. You can start adding questions, or you can load questions from a quiz you already created. When you do this, you can also set the time limit up here. You give them a certain amount of time to create this, to complete the quiz, and once you're done creating it, you assign the quiz to them, and then they have to take the quiz here on Edmodo. All right, let's go back to the home page. Now, the last thing on here is polls. If you want to ask them a question about class or an assignment or a collaboration piece, you can just list the question here and the possible answers, and you can send it out as a poll and to get an idea of what they're thinking or what they might want to do. It's kind of useful, especially if you've over a weekend you want to ask them a question about the following week or whatever. Okay, now one other thing I really like about Edmodo is their communities. I really love this because it connects you with other people. In this case, social studies for me. You can click on this and you can join this community, and it's 4,688 members of this community, and here I am asking questions and getting help, assistance. It's amazing, outstanding, and you can break it down by topic over here. So definitely advantage. Now I want to talk about the library real quick. For this particular piece, I don't really have much in the library yet. But you can add whatever you want, whatever documents, whether they be Google Docs, Word documents, PDF files, whatever it is, you can load here in your library, and you can use them at any time. It's a great handy tool. On my main site, I've uploaded dozens and dozens of primary source documents that I can access when I need to. It's just a great tool for the library, and you can use it anytime. Also, grades. Students, you want to just check real quick about the grades for a class. You can go to grades and click, and you can see it'll show you a list of the students and what they previously have in each assignment that's been posted and that's been turned in or not turned in. You can check grades from there. Another thing I like a lot about Edmodo is the calendar. Students really have easy time looking at the calendar. You can go back and look at old assignments, and once you do, you can actually click on those assignments and take a look at them. Like in this case, the Industrial Revolution was due on Tuesday, and when it's due, you can click on it. You can actually go to see who's turned it in. You look at who's turned it in. There will be a list of students who have turned it in and the ones who have not turned it in. Then you can go over here and you can actually grade the assignment right here. Now, another nice feature about Edmodo that's relatively new is the annotations. When a student uploads their answers or their assignment, you can go in and actually make comments right on their work. It works out great. The students see immediately your responses to what they've done. What a great tool. Okay, so I hope I've helped a little bit. I want to go to one last thing, and that's badges. Oh, also you can connect with other teachers here. You can just click on connect with people you know, or you can search for people that you might be in the same subject area. But I like the idea of the badges, and I've helped my students get quite a few of these. In my main page, I have dozens of little badges that I've created. In this case, I created one badge called the Good Neighbor badge. I just went on Google and found a particular image I liked. I created the badge, and you can create your own badges. You can create new badges all the time. Just put the title, description, and then upload an image that you've saved. Or Edmodo has a few badges of their own. You've got a good citizen badge, good question badge, hard worker badge, and I've used a few of these as well. So it's kind of fun. It rewards students for doing the things that they do by helping others or by just participating, whatever. Kids love them. They actually ask about them if I haven't given them in a while. So it's kind of a neat tool as well. Well, I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, you can always contact me on through the Social Studies Ning or on my email that you saw earlier. I hope this has been a good little tutorial for you. Thanks.